What's up, everyone? I'm back at y'all with another video. Now, with this one, I'm ranking all 10 of the Conjuring Universe movies from worst to best. Now, I'm a pretty big fan of the Conjuring Universe. Those of y'all that have watched my videos for a while now know that I'm a big fan of the Conjuring Universe. So, yeah, now let's begin. Now, coming in at my number 10 is the first Annabelle. Now, there's like really one or two jump scares that really got me, but the characters is not that memorable, and I just didn't care for this film that much at all. So yeah, this film comes in at number 10. Coming in at my number 9 is The Curse of La Llorona. Now, the reason why this is so low on my list, in my ranking, is because this film is not memorable to me. The only thing I remember about this film is it's about Llorona, La Llorona. It's about her. But the moon atmosphere is pretty good. That's the only two things I remember about this film. But the characters ain't memorable, in my opinion, in this film. I'm just not the biggest fan of Curse of La Llorona. Now, coming in at my number 8 is The First Nun. Now, The First Nun film, it is what it is, It's one of them movies that feel like a spook house. Feel like you're going into a haunted house, because this film does have some decent jump scares and some great mood and atmosphere, but that's about it. There are two decent characters. I would say awesome characters, but decent characters. One of them is Maurice Dash Frenchie. He's a great character. And also Sister Irene is a decent character. So they're not amazing, but they're okay characters. But the other characters in this film wasn't that great. But the standouts of this film are the jump scares and the mood and atmosphere, and that's about it. And of course, Valak, the nun, which is, she's good even with the moves that ain't good. Like if this movie was even the worst movie on the planet, the nun, Valak is what would sell this film anyway. So yeah, that's why this film comes at my number 8, because I'm not the biggest fan of this film. Coming at my number 7. Now this film is alright. Now coming at number 7 is The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. Now, this film is alright. This film is way better than the ones and like down, the worst ones. This is better than a lot of the worst 3 that I mentioned, but this film is just okay. The opening scene was awesome. And then that morgue scene, the whole morgue scene was awesome. But other than that, the mood and atmosphere is pretty good. And of course, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as Ed and Lorraine Warren was great as always in this film. But other than that, this film isn't like really that great. So yeah, that's why this film just comes in at my number 7. Coming in at my number 6 is Annabelle Comes Home. Now, what I like about this film is it's like the night at the museum of the Conjuring universe. And it's cool with the change of pace, because of the dark moments in the franchise of the Conjuring universe. And you got this one film that's actually the most light film out of the Conjuring universe, it's like more colorful and more like vibrant, and it's like, and then it's like less scary. There's some decent jump scares, there's some of that in this one, but it's just the least scary. It's just one of the most funnest films out of the Conjuring universe, and I really appreciate that. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it's way better than the ones I just mentioned. So yeah, this film, I really do enjoy this quite a bit. It's not perfect though, but I still enjoy this film. Now coming in at number 5 is, from here on out, I kind of enjoy all these films, but coming up number 5 is The Nun 2. Now, when I say this is a massive, 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 massive step up from the first Nun, I mean that, because this film has some slasher elements sprinkled throughout this film. There's actually people dying in this film. And the mood and atmosphere, I do appreciate that. And a lot of the, kills in this film, pretty decent. And the jump scares, this has some of the best jump scares in the Conjuring universe. Some of the best. And so yeah, the Nun 2 is good. And then I like how they made a lot of the characters more likable than they was in the first Nun. You know, Sister Irene and Maurice Dash, Frenchie, you know, Frenchie is his last name. I mean not last name. Um, is like nickname. So yeah, the characters, they made the characters likable, even more likable in this film, and I really do enjoy this film. It's not perfect though, but I do enjoy this film. Now, from here on out, right now in my top 4, from here on out, these movies are all movies that I pleasantly enjoy a lot. A lot. You know, and so yeah, coming in at number 4. Now this could change at any point in time. Coming in at my number 4 is The Conjuring Last Rites. Now I enjoy the film. Now the mood and atmosphere is on point. And I don't think I mentioned this other negative that I had in my review, and the like the way these demons looked didn't look as good. You know, that just didn't look that appeal. Like, they didn't look as scary as they did in a lot of the other Conjuring movies in the Conjuring universe. You know, the CGI is not as great as the other ones above it. I guess they didn't use much CGI in the other ones. You know, they used makeup and practical, I believe. And this film has some kind of bad CGI, but other than that, I do enjoy the characters. You know, Ed Lorraine Warren, great characters as always in the film, and the mood and atmosphere is good. There's 2 really good jump scares that actually got me in this film, and the ending, the last 30 minutes, freaking amazing, and the new characters that they introduced. Of course, this movie's the first 4. I mean, the 4 Conjuring movies. You know, the ones in the main franchise are the ones that are heavily based on true stories, and I enjoy the families in this film. You know, the Smurls. They act like the actors that played the Smurls acted their asses off, which I appreciate that, and I enjoy, you know, all the characters in this film. If y'all want to hear my full thoughts, my reviews up on YouTube. So yeah, please check that out if y'all can. Now we're in my top 3. Coming in at my number 3 is Annabelle Creation. Now, when I say this film is like leaps and bounds better than the original Annabelle, I mean that, because like that would be cool if we can, like, they bring back David F. Sandberg to write and direct, you know, the some of the next spinoffs, you know, because I believe The Conjuring Last Rites is just the last one of the main Conjuring movies, not the universe entirely. So I think that David F. Sandberg should come back to write and direct a Conjuring universe film in like phase 2. You know, because I heard that they're working on phase 2. So that would be cool if he comes back, because this film has some of the best jump scares, and this film is actually almost just as good, like great, as the first 2 Conjuring films. And Annabelle Creation, I freaking love this movie. The mood and atmosphere, the jump scares, the characters, there's emotional moments, which, of course, that's what happened in The Conjuring Last Rites as well. There's a lot of emotional moments in that film. And so there's this film. This film has some great emotional moments. So yeah, I freaking love this film. Coming in at, now these 2, I can go on and off because I love these 2 a lot. Now coming in at my number 2 is the original Conjuring. Now, of course, James Wan is one of the greatest directors of all time. And this movie, the mood and atmosphere, the jump scares, and even the scenes that didn't have jump scares were creepy. Even when you see the ghosts, you know, the demons and stuff, it's creepy. So yeah, the original Conjuring is great. The ending is great and emotional, you know. And I freaking just love this movie. The characters and everything, just amazing. And of course, Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson is great as always. They're good in all the Conjuring. Every time they're in a Conjuring film, they're just great in it. So yeah. Coming in at my number 1 is The Conjuring 2. Now, I don't think this is ever going to change being my number one. Like, if they continue this Conjuring universe, I do not ever think that none of them films would top this. I really don't, because this movie, the characters are smart, the characters are so likable in this film, and they introduce the character Valak the Nun, and Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine Warren was freaking amazing in this film. And yeah, the mood and atmosphere. This has the best mood and atmosphere out of the whole franchise. And this film, there's not one boring part in this entire film. I freaking love this film. The ending is so great. I think this has the most cinematic ending out of the franchise, in my personal opinion. And I freaking just love this movie. From beginning to end, the characters are even smart. There's smart characters throughout this film. The Conjuring 2 is top tier Conjuring film, in my opinion, and it's one of the best modern horror films. The first two Conjuring movies, and including, of course, Annabelle Creation, is just some of the best modernized horror films. So yeah, The Conjuring 2, freaking awesome film. I love this film a lot. So yeah, let me know in the comments below, like, what y'all's ranking of the Conjuring universe movies from worst to best. I'd like to see y'all's rankings down below. So yeah, get sick of this video. If y'all enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe and share. Also with the bell, so you know when new videos upload. Peace out. I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.